So if you plan on grinding camos like myself this year, you probably are going to end up playing a lot of hardcore mode, or in this game it's also known as tier 1 for some reason. Like, there's literally no reason to change the name, but sure, okay, we're gonna spend some time in tier 1. And listen, I'm sorry to any developers or anyone that works at Infinity Ward, but this game mode is just sad. It is straight up pathetic, okay? First off, there's no hit markers in this game mode, which just makes no sense at all, okay? I don't know if they're trying to take a super realistic approach to this. If so, let's redirect. That's not a good direction, okay? If I wanted to play a hardcore milsim game, guess what? I would go play Squad or Hell's Loose or whatever those games. I would be playing those games if that's what I wanted. But I am just a Call of Duty player trying to get some challenges done for camos here. Can I get a little bit of feedback, alright? That's really all I'm asking for. And I know what some of you are probably thinking right now. Well, Doc, why don't you just look at the kill Oh, wait, there is no kill feed in this game mode. That's right. So once again, in a game where you are looking for feedback, if you killed an enemy, right, they're doing all these different things. They now have, like, when you eliminate an enemy, there's a sound effect that plays, your crosshair will turn orange. There's so many redeeming factors. Points pop up on your screen. You know for a fact, okay, that gunfight is over with. I can now move on to the next one. But in tier 1, it's not really a thing. That's just not. Ultimately, the point that I'm trying to make here is that you get no feedback. You literally have no way of knowing if you killed someone, and that person that you might have taken out, you don't know if they're really an enemy or really a teammate. Like, you can take a pretty good guess, right? But you're never 100% sure. And why might that be a big deal, you ask? Well, first off, it just decreases the level of quality that I feel like the game is playing at. When you have to stop after every single gunfight, squint your eyes, and like really sit there and wonder, like, oh shoot, was that a teammate I took? Then we have an issue, okay? And when I say this, I am saying it in the most respectful way possible I can think to put it. If you work at Infinity Ward, you know, I'm sorry you have to hear this, but this game mode is straight up hot garbage. It is horrible. Possibly the worst game mode we have ever seen in Call of Duty. Again, if I wanted an ultra realistic military experience, guess what? I would pack my bags and go to Texas tomorrow, okay? I would have no problem doing that. But when you make these game modes and you're shooting for ultra realism, you know, like I said, you're giving these players very little information. People don't move. They just literally do not move. Not to mention, in this game mode specifically, your time to react is not even half of what you'd have in core, right? I'm pretty sure you have like 25 health or something in hardcore. So you basically don't have time to react. You don't know where you're getting shot from. You don't know if it's a teammate or an enemy. And on top of that, if you're like me, you just got done working an 8-10 hour shift. You're just trying to come home, unwind a little bit and get ready for tomorrow, and you're just getting dunked on over and over and over again in a game mode that sucks, that you don't even want to play. But in order to get these camos done, I mean, it's supposed to make your life easier, but unfortunately it just doesn't. Like, I have never played a pre-alpha of a video game. You know what I'm talking about? Like, when it is in the earliest stages of development possible, the game is heavily incomplete, and on top of that, it just looks and feels like a mobile game. That's kind of what this game mode is like. It is so incomplete. There's just so many things missing from it, and I don't know if this was intentional, and if it was, I hope they get their head out of wherever it might be and turn this game mode around. Otherwise, the camo grind this year is going to be taking me a lot longer than what I was planning on. Obviously, though, in the chain of priority, they have Warzone 2, DMZ, and then multiplayer there at the bottom. And then there's like a bunch of crap in between, and then some whale poop, and then below that is where the tier 1 game mode ranks. So if I had to take a pretty good guess here, I'd say we're probably not going to be seeing any changes to this anytime soon. And also, that's partly because the developing studio Infinity Ward, well, you know, they're not really known for taking customer feedback. In fact, they're not really known for feedback at all. Like, they just don't really do that over there at IW, I guess. Anyways, as for the rest of Season 1, currently, I think it's okay. It's not great. Like, my socks aren't blown away here, but, you know, it's not horrible, but they could have done so much better, dude. Like, They did the bare minimum, and that's really what I expected out of them, but the bare minimum is just not always the greatest, you know? Sometimes I like people that go above and beyond my expectations, and Infinity Ward definitely did not this time. Don't worry though, fellas, I got a list of commentary ideas, and we're just gonna start knocking them off one by one, alright? Anyways, guys, that's it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you are new here, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed today. I'll catch you all next time. Have a great rest of your day. Later.